Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another installment of Scott Selections here for Monday, November 25th. Before we get into today's play of the day, quick announcements just in general. First of all, I've also been assigned to do the Deep 3 here on Winners and Whiners, so check that out. I've already given out 3 plays on that video. But I still haven't forgotten about all of you at StatSalt, as I have another play that I will be sharing on Monday, November 25th. However, I don't really know how much the extra pick means at this point, as we are in a bit of a slump, and we'll look to bounce out of it with a college football play on Monday. There's still a lot of tournaments going on neutral courts, and I think in this one matchup, I actually like one play in particular, and I'll be giving that out as the fourth play, so to speak, after the first 3 were given out on the Winners and Whiners video. So if you have not seen that video yet, check it out. And if you want to back me, you can. If you want to fade me, you can. Either or, the plays are definitely still out there. And in terms of the play, we're going to be looking at Nevada versus Bowling Green here. And this matchup will be taking place in St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. Now, both teams have already played 2 games in this environment and in this arena. So even though it is a neutral, both teams won't have any jet lag or anything, as they have been playing in this tournament for the last couple of days. Both teams did play yesterday, and Bowling Green won a very thrilling overtime game against Cincinnati by 7 points, and Nevada was able to blow out Valparaiso by the score of 84-59. However, in this game, I actually like Bowling Green, who's currently a -2 as a favorite, and I think they should win this game by more than that. So the play of the day will be on Bowling Green -2, which is available. Sorry, I'm just getting the line right now. Which is available at -110 on FanDuel. Now, the main reason why I like this game here for Bowling Green is just due to the fact that I think Bowling Green is a better team. Nevada, I know that they've made the tournament the last couple of years. The Martin twins are no longer there, and Nevada has struggled in their absence. Nevada's currently 4-3. Yes, they beat Fordham and Valparaiso on a neutral court, but the 2 times they actually had tough games. They lost to USC at home by 10, and they lost to Davidson on the road by 20, and Davidson's been pretty underwhelming so far this season. Bowling Green, on the other hand, they've already beaten Western Kentucky, who I think is an underrated team. They already won. They beat them in the first round of this tournament by 2. They beat Cincinnati in overtime. Cincinnati is in the same team now that Cronin left, but at the same point, Cincinnati is still a solid team in terms of roster talent, and Bowling Green was able to get the victory there. Their only loss this season came on the road against LSU, which really isn't that bad of a loss. Everything else, though, seems like Bowling Green could be a potential dark horse candidate to win the MAC. I think they probably will win the MAC now that Buffalo has taken a step back due to a loss in their production from last season. But as a whole, Bowling Green's 5-1. I think this team's very solid. I think there's a reason why, even though Nevada's the bigger, the higher profile based on their success in recent years, I think there's a reason why Bowling Green is the favorite in this game. And I think that Nevada will struggle dealing with Bowling Green's length on the interior. Bowling Green so far this season is averaging roughly 11 more rebounds per game than Nevada, and Bowling Green's also averaging 10 more points per game. Nevada's offense has been okay. It's averaging 74.4 points. It's giving up 72.1. Bowling Green's averaging 84 points per game, and they're giving up 74.2. I just think Bowling Green's a better team. I think that they just have more length and they have better shooting, and I think Bowling Green should be able to get the job done here in this game. Do I think it'll be close? Yeah, I definitely don't think they're going to blow them out or anything. But at the same point, I still think Bowling Green is just the more talented team, and I think they should be able to get the job done. So the play of the day will be on Bowling Green -2, which is available on FanDuel at -110. Now, other than that, though, looking at some leans, I already gave out some plays, so I'm going to skip all those. In terms of the NFL game, I already gave out a lean on that, but I would lean to... What do I even like here? Baltimore at -3.5. I feel like the value is already sailed on. You already crossed the key number. You still have -4 at some spots, so technically you could still take 3.5 and claim you got some value out of it. But I think that ship has sailed. It's a must-win game for the Rams. Baltimore doesn't exactly need to win this game after the Steelers faltered. Well, the Steelers won, but they play the Browns next week. Both teams look like they're not even close to catching the Ravens. I think the Ravens know that they're going to get the division title in the next couple of weeks. And since New England won, I'm not really sure Baltimore will be able to catch New England. But either or, I'll lean to Baltimore. Screw it. I mean, would I bet it personally? No. I wouldn't touch this game at all in terms of the side.
but there's no way I can back Jared Goff and the Rams. I just can't do it. I know that they beat the Bears last week. Bears have one of the worst quarterbacks in the entire league. Rams overpaid for one of the worst quarterbacks in the entire league, in my opinion. And Goff, I think, is going to hold this team back for a while. But the offensive line isn't good, and Gurley's not at 100%. Goff looks terrible, and Lamar Jackson looks like the MVP. At the end of the day, I'll back the Ravens. I just think that they're a better overall team, and I think the Rams will miss the playoffs. So I think that the Ravens should be able to win this game. But in terms of the actual value, I think there's more value on the Rams in this spot. But I just can't pick them. I just really don't like this team at all. I'll lean to the Ravens on that one. And now for the NBA, I'll look at some of the games here. What do I like? I'm going to lean to Chicago -1 against Portland. You have a bit of a split line here. It's -1 for Portland in some spots and -1 for the Bulls in other spots. I'm just going to keep fading Melo. Portland hasn't won a game since he joined the roster. And Chicago just came off a thrilling win in which Zach LaVine had a game-winning three-pointer after stealing an inbounds pass with less than a second left. I think Chicago could ride that momentum at home. Portland, until I see them actually win a game with Melo, I'm gonna bet against them. And I think that Chicago has some value here. Lean to the Bulls -1. Other than that, lean to the Lakers -5 against the Spurs. The Spurs beat the Knicks. They snapped the losing streak. Congratulations, you beat the Knicks. That doesn't mean anything to me. The Lakers did not look great against the Grizzlies. They did win the game. But I think they'll look for a stronger performance here against San Antonio, and I think that the Lakers should be able to win this game by around 8 or so. Lean to the Lakers on that one. And lastly, for the NBA, I will lean to the under 213 between the Thunder and the Warriors. The Warriors are, there's no real delicate way to put it. All their star players are basically dead. D'Angelo's still out. Curry's still out. Thompson's still out for the year. I mean, Curry's basically out for the year. Draymond's been hit or miss in terms of him playing, but he provides pretty much no talent offensively. And besides Eric Pascal, who's been leading the team in everyone's absence, this team has basically no weapons. And the Thunder have already played the Warriors twice this season. I think the third time around, the Thunder are winless on the road. Golden State has one home win all season. Both teams tend to play terribly in this environment based on the fact that the Thunder can't play on the road and the Warriors can't play at home. I'll lean to the under. I think this game will be hideous, and I think you're going to look at a rock fest. I think both teams should finish in either the low 100s or one team might not even make it to 100. I'll lean to the under. I think there's a reason why this line has dropped from 215 to 213. I will take the under in that one. Now, for other college basketball games, honestly, I'm kind of just going to pass on it. You don't really know what to think of neutral court environments in these tournaments as teams have to travel in order to actually play in these things, usually to foreign countries, whether it's Jamaica, whether it's the Bahamas, anywhere, honestly. If you have to actually travel somewhere, you don't know how a team's going to react. The only reason why that I like the Bowling Green Nevada game is because both teams are already adjusted to the new environment as they've both played 2 games in that tournament. So if you're looking at first round games in particular in any of these random tournaments, be wary, because some teams might just look extremely flat or jet-lagged because they had to fly to a foreign country. Keep that in mind. Don't just blindly bet it based on who should win this game if it's the first round. Some teams might just show up to play. Other teams might get distracted by the actual change in scenery. So keep that in mind. But the play of the day will be on Bowling Green -2, which is available on FanDuel at -110. Other than that, though, that's going to be this installment of Scott's Selections here for Monday, November 25th. And good luck to all of you and your respective bets today. Bye, everyone.